Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin of Playing Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you stopped by to check out this video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys, it's Monday. Just another manic Monday. For sure. We have 2 days of school this week. And then we're off. We're going to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving this year. So far, everybody's healthy. Spencer has a little cold. We'll talk about that. I think I might have a little cold, but we'll get into that. So we're going to plan in the Hobonichi Cousin for this week. Even though we're traveling, I still have to remember things and what do I have to get and all that stuff to pack and all that good stuff. Excuse me. And I thought I would share with you my latest delivery from the Washi Tape Shop. They were so kind. I love the Washi Tape Shop. They have amazing quality washi tapes. We'll start there. I have so many different kinds, whether it's pre-cut washi, PET type, or just their regular washi. This time they sent me PET, which I am so excited to share with you guys. I really like it. I think a couple of years ago, they sent these to me when they first kind of came out with them, and I wasn't a huge fan. I felt like they were kind of thick, but they always have the PET version, like this version, versus like their cut washi. I'll show you this one. This is one of my favorites. So it's just on washi paper. The difference is that these are clear, and then this is on washi paper. I like both. But I will say the ones that they sent me, they are stunning. I did get a couple, one like more Christmassy, and then this one is winter. I'm obsessed. So we're going to plan with one of these rolls today because I figured they're bigger and I want to kind of go not all out, but I want to be able to decorate and use larger stickers today because I don't need my planner for like say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even maybe Saturday. I'll be back in it probably Sunday because we'll be back home on Saturday. So I'll have like all my week prep and stuff like that. But I figured it would be a good time to use larger stickers. I don't have to worry too much about like choir and karate and all the gazillion things that we have to do because of school age children. So I thought we would use one of these. I'm really excited. I do have a code for you. I believe it's Planning Erin. I'm going to put it here, but I believe it's just Planning Erin. I'm going to double check and I will put it up for you on the screen. If you use my code with the Washi Tape Shop, I do have an affiliate link and a code. And what that means is that I do make a small commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So thank you so much in advance. I appreciate all your support. And all that good stuff. So thank you. All right, let's get into it. I have the names right now. I wrote them down. I'm like, wait a minute. I wrote them down. Okay. This one, so I've already used some of these because I actually, I finished my pen pal letters yesterday. I was really excited. I had some downtime on Saturday, so I sat and I wrote, and I always like to decorate and send some goodies. I don't always send goodies, but most of the time I do. So I couldn't wait to use these. So I figured because it is the end of November, they will be getting it towards the end of November, beginning of December. I thought it'd be great to decorate for Christmas and also send some along in the pen pals. So like I said, I like to send some goodies. This one, I'm going to try. So one of the things, I'm going to pull you in a little bit. The tough part for me with these is because they're not matte. It does kind of reflect a little bit off of my lights here, like right there. If I hold it down, I think if I get it at the right angle, I move some stuff out of the way, I should be able to show you guys without too much glare. I have been using my light again because I don't know, I think it's just because of the change in the time. The lighting in here isn't as good as it used to be. It is sunny outside today, but it's kind of dim in here. So we're back to using the light. Anyways, this one is called Crystal Gardens. I love this one. This one is probably my favorite sticker on the whole thing. I just love the colors. I love how there's like these different, like, icy blues and then the browns. I don't know. I think it's really, really pretty. It's a lot of like mountainous, like snowy cabins and things like that. But I especially love this one's one of my favorite, the girl with the moose. And then you have like these really pretty, like, I guess they're like little leafy florals. Words are hard today, but they're really, really pretty on paper. And they have like a heart, and some girls all dressed up for the snow. And then I believe we start to repeat after that. Nope, maybe not. I just love that. I would love to spend like, I don't know, a week, maybe even a weekend. I'll take a weekend, like in a nice snowy cabin. Yeah, I love this one. So, so pretty. And I will say, so for me, like I said, I do like both types. I like the washi tape, like PET rolls where it's washi tape stickers. And these, I'm really liking them. They asked if they could send them to me. Usually, when I was talking with them before, I was like, if you could just send me the washi tape ones, that'd be great. I did find that it was hard to film them or take photos because they are shiny. And again, I didn't like them. Oh, I don't know. It was probably like 2 years ago. I've been working with the Washi Tape Shop for a few years now, which is so great because I really do adore them. I think they're great. It's a great company. But I had asked a few years ago if they could just send me the regular PET. I enjoyed working with that. And then they asked if they could send these to me. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'll try them again. So they did. They sent me all the PETs. And I will say they are thinner. I like them. And the colors are just so vibrant and beautiful. Not that they're not vibrant and beautiful on their washi tape, but it's not clear. So like the colors just pop a little bit better with these, I think. I think they're really pretty. And they're really thin. So we're going to have to use tweezers when we do use them in our Plan With Me this week because they're so thin. They're really hard to pull up, but I think that's okay. I don't mind using my tweezers. Words, guys. This one is a little bit more Christmas themed with the Merry Christmas and then just like the brighter colors, but like this girl is like stunning. I'm just really into the neutrals and stuff, but I really love this one. I think it's just so pretty. This one is called, hold on. I wrote it down. Ooh, this one is Winter Whisper. That's what this one's called. I love this one. I like this scene right here. And then we have some text. We have winter and ice skating, skiing. I love this one. I think that is so cool. They like made some snow angels or something. I love that. And they're just holding hands. So pretty. Nice winter lodge scene. Like I feel like this is like the far away version of like the last one that I just showed you. I feel like it's the same view. But I love these snowmen. Look how cute these snowmen are. They're so adorable. And the little bird. I love this one. And like I said, I have used this one for my pen pals. And I hope, I put them in the mail today. So I hope that when they receive them, I hope they love them just as much as I do. I think they're just so, so pretty. And like, they're not overly Christmas. Like even this one, it's just like winter. And not overly Christmas. I do like to have winter things laying around because Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Like once I get back from Thanksgiving, it's going to be like, wow, it's Christmas time now. And that's okay. I've already gotten some Christmas shopping done. So I always feel like I start really early and then all of a sudden it's Christmas time and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I feel rushed sometimes. So I did start a little earlier this year than I normally do. But then like here in Rhode Island, it is just cold. It's cold and it's dark. So it's not so much Christmas after that, but we do get snow and it's cold. So I like to have like the snow winter type stickers and washi so I can decorate with those. And guys, I made myself a cappuccino this morning. We'll talk about that when we start planning, but oh, it's so good. Joe says that I should open up a cafe. I agree. I think we should open up our planner cafe where we have coffee and like maybe some sweet treats in the front, and then the back is just all our favorite stationery things, washi, stickers, markers, all that stuff. I think it would be quite amazing actually, and we don't have any here in Rhode Island, so maybe someday. That's like a someday type dream. But anyways, this one is called, let's see, I feel like this one is Planner's Day. I think that's what this one is. This one is Planner's Day because there's two of them. I have two Planner's Day. I think it's this one also. I swear I wrote them down. Yes, this one is Planner's Day. I don't know if it's not like one or two. I'm not sure if it comes in a set. They weren't wrapped together, so I'm assuming not, but I really love this one. This one's really, really pretty. The colors are just stunning. And then having some like words and like little pieces to work with, but these are larger stickers. So typically in my Hobonichi Cousin, I might not have the room, but I will this week. So that's why I decided to go with one of these. I do like using larger stickers in my weeks, but I feel like my Hobonichi Cousins use differently, so I have a harder time with it at times. But maybe next year we'll get more into using larger stickers. We'll try. I love this one. And like that has camping in the park. So pretty. In the garden. So basically it's just like all the things. Like this one, I love this one, the mindful. Like I think that is really, really pretty. I am going to be like using my wellness journal again next year. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to get another one or if I'm just going to use the one that I started in April. I haven't decided that part yet. But I like these type stickers for wellness, the mindfulness, and then doing the yoga and things like that. And then I think RongRong has a gold book. I can't remember that. I have it over here, I think. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I did. It's next to me somewhere. Darn, I don't know where I put it, but it's basically like, you know, for working out and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to use, or I'm looking, and I've found some with RongRong and also the Washi Tape Shop. So I can use some of those stickers just to like write down like what did I do that day, give myself some like motivation to like work out, move my body, all that good stuff. But I especially like this roll here. This is also Planner's Day. I have used this one. I did plan a little bit in my Hobonichi Weeks, actually, my content planner. And I did use these. I'm going to put it up on Instagram as a reel. So if you're not following us over on Instagram, we're Planning Life with Erin. Head over. I do a lot of reels, like not behind the scenes, but just some of my other planners or journals that I don't necessarily do a whole video on here. So I do a lot of that, and I have some funny reels and things like that. But as you can see, I did use some of these already. These are really, yeah, see, these are really pretty. I just love the colors. I like all of the things, like she's reading, she's shopping. You have like this girl working at her desk here, going to the bookstore or the library. I just really love this cafe latte love. These are just so pretty. The one that I used is more go shopping. Let me see if I can get to it. I'm gonna have to re-roll this, but I used this one in my content planner because I put it on Sunday with the home because we'll be home on that day. I just thought it was so pretty. I just love these. Stationery shop. Oh, can't see that. Sorry, guys. Hope you guys can see this okay. It's the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of. I could probably shut my light off, but the lighting, just like I said, it's not really that great. I think it's just because of the way the sun's coming up and down, because in the summertime, I was very surprised at how much light I had. I'm behind a wall, but I have like my house is very well lit. I have a lot of natural light in here, which is one of the reasons why I loved this house when we were looking for it 12 years ago, or when we came to see it. But I do have this wall right in front of me. And I could, I guess, have set up my office in our actual office, but we've turned that into like a gaming room with a couch and stuff. So I make do with what I have. I also have a giant Christmas tree blocking one of my windows. That could possibly be it, but I think we're doing okay, guys, with this. I would set up at my dining room table. That is a ton of like natural light over there, but then I have to like uproot everything. So we're just going to make do with the light. All right, let's see. Which one do we want to do next? This one's super cute. This one's called Cozy Hour. So now I did actually ask them for one, but they didn't have any. So they sent me, I forget which one it was. It was one of these two instead of the one that I was looking for, I guess. Because it was like cozy. The title was Cozy something. It wasn't Cozy Hour. It was something else. And it was just like cozy hobbies, basically. And I really loved that one, but they didn't have it. So that's all right. Next time. This one's really cute too. This one is called Cozy Hour, and you have like all these different, I really like this guy. I like the colors. This reminds me of very much spring, but I do love these colors. They're very, very pretty. I like the cats with the writing. This one's my favorite. I love that one. The porcupine, I guess, or hedgehog. Maybe it's a hedgehog. He's so cute. This one reminds me of spring though, and but I do like this one. She's pretty. But I like the cats. The cats are so cute. And it's very generous, as you can see. And then we get back to the beginning here. And look at the mushrooms. Oh, guys. I'm a sucker for mushrooms, in case you're new around here. I really love them. It's so funny. I feel like it takes me back to like the 90s where like mushrooms were big. Not these kind, like I like more of like the neutral, natural mushrooms now. Back in the 90s, it was more like the psychedelic, like, you know, you'd go to Spencer's or Hot Topic and it was like neon rainbow mushroom kind of things, or like Grateful Dead types. But I definitely like the more of the neutral ones now. My kids say that I have like a cottage core aesthetic. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, this one is, let's see, this one is called, oh, this one is Velvet Vintage. I think this is the one that they sent me in place of the one that I wanted. This one also has like spring vibes for me, but I do like these girls, and some of these colors are neutrals, so I feel like they would go with a lot of my spreads with the greens and the neutrals, and they're just so pretty. And then there are some quotes on here. In stillness, we find our true reflection. I just felt like it was really, once I opened it and I was looking through it, I was like, oh, it's kind of spring-like, but I think that's okay. Because, like I said, some of these colors are neutral. Like this bird is really pretty, and then the quotes are really nice. I really do enjoy this one. I think it's very pretty. I'm trying to find where the end is. This one's super generous. Let's see. Keep going. And then I think this is where it starts again. But these are just so pretty. I love the greens. And you know what? It's nice to have a little spring sometimes too in the dead of winter. Hopefully that'll come fast too. I know like once we hit September, it's like I hit the ground running. It's like my kids just started school and they just got their first quarter report card. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then something happens in January and things slow down where it's like, you have like that big Christmas vacation and Joe takes the week out of work. We have so much fun. And then all of a sudden everything just slows down to a crawl. The trees are dead and it's just cold and it goes by very slow. So maybe, I always also think that spring starts in February. It does not. February is like the coldest month here. But maybe we'll decorate with some of these and bring some flowers and florals and greenery into my cold winter February. All right, let's see. This one is called Hello Weekend. As I rip it up. Okay. Let's see. How does this one open? This one's really pretty too. I like this girl on the bike. I think she's kind of cool. So this one also, I think, actually, you know what? This one might have been one of the ones that I ordered. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my email because there was one in particular that I really wanted, but then they wrote to me and they said they were sold out of it. So my next round. But I love that. How pretty. And like the colors are just like so, it's so saturated and so vibrant. But I love this with the kitty. So pretty. But this one to me is like all the cozy hobbies. So like maybe listening to like an audio book and then traveling, reading, like just hanging out. I love this one with the bike. She's so good. And there's like paint and paint brushes and journals and all the things. So even though it's a little bit more pastel-y, I do feel like we can use this one also because I like my cozy hobbies. If you've been around for a little while, you know this. All right, let's get this rolled up. And then I think, I don't know which one I want to use for, I like this one, but I kind of like this one. The Planner's Day. These are just so fun. I think these two are my favorite out of the non-holiday ones. And then out of the two holiday ones, I really love this one. It's just so pretty. When I come back, I will probably create some things using both of the winter holiday washies. Because by the time I come back, it will be December. The next Plan With Me and the Cousin will be on December 1st, which is insane, guys. Insane. My birthday is in 2 days, which that also came pretty fast. We did a birthday dinner. I need to kind of fold this in on itself. We did a birthday dinner Saturday night. My parents took me and my family out. It was really nice. We went to Cello's. We had a good time. I'm going to pull you guys up again and make sure we're in frame. And I'm going to grab my Coffee Monster Co. stickers. So, story time-ish. Like, we're going to talk a little bit. So, I did go to the doctor's last Tuesday. I have not been on since I went to the doctor's. I'm going to do some, like, neutral colors for Thanksgiving. That's also why I want to use these, because like Thanksgiving is like neutrals, you know. So before I start chatting your ear off, I'm going to try to use these 3, but I'm not sure if we will, but I'm going to use Tombow 947, Tombow N57, and Tombow 026. These are like my favorites. Don't mind the tops of them. Poppy, before I had a chance to like really move these out of the way and I knew what she was doing, she likes to chew on my markers. That's why you don't see Poppy on here that much anymore. She likes to eat a lot of things. And she's like over 2 years old, but she's like a baby. She's like my baby, but she's very large. She's a very big baby. She takes up a lot of space on the desk, and then cats and plastic or just anything crinkly, they're like, snack time. So that's why we see less of Poppy up here. Okay, let's plan this out. I do need something for here. These are translucent. So what I want to do is I want to start with my correction tape, which I have been in. This is my 4th year going into a Hobonichi Cousin. I love the Hobonichi Cousin. It's like my planner piece, and I say this all the time. So if you are not new, you've heard me say this before, but planner piece, everything I need is in here. I don't need any other journal or planner. I just choose to have them because that's what brings me joy. But in the 4 years that I've been in, this is the first year that I've really used correction tape, and it's mainly just to block out the calendar because I don't need it, and I like to cover it. And sometimes we have translucent stickers so you can see through it. Oh, I like that. I kind of like this whole... Do I have like, I don't know if this one has anything to do with traveling. Let's look. Because I can't remember for sure. Ooh, travel diary. Travel. How about, trip. The best time is on the road. Oh, I kind of like that. What if we did that with like a camera? Okay, we're gonna do it. Now, again, like I said before in the beginning, these are very thin. I've seen people use, like they could just peel them off. For me, it's a little tricky because, I don't know if it's because of my nails or what, but I love that. And then the, this came from the correction tape. This came from Yoseka. It is a 2mm. It's cream, or 2.5mm actually. It's cream. It's called Whipper. I think that's what that says, petite. So this one's really good. I'll probably get another one. But like I said, I don't use correction tape too much in here. It's just mainly to block that out. Kind of like, can we somehow, I wonder if there's something like small I can put up here. Where's that camera? Ooh, that'll work. Okay, we're gonna do that. Since we are going on a trip, I think that's a camera. We're gonna call it a camera. Oh, I like that. All right, I'm gonna push these off to the side so I can pull out my Coffee Monster Co. tiny icons because I like to track my habits and my cozy hobbies. Now we have to add a new, I don't know if it's a habit, but so I haven't talked to you guys since Tuesday. I was heading out to go to the doctors when we did my last Plan With Me in the Hobonichi weeks. I think you guys probably saw that yesterday. I actually had a crazy week, so it actually got put up in a different day, but that's all right. So I went to the doctors and my blood pressure wasn't too bad. We're going to start with that. So it was 130/80, which I realized like normal is like 120/75. That's better. But it wasn't like astronomical. Like when this all started, my blood pressure was like 180/95 or something. I also almost got into a car accident, so it might have been why it was a little elevated. Since I've been tracking it, the highest it's been is 150/80. But mostly it was like 136/80. Again, still not perfect. However, I got really excited because if you've been following along, you know, I've been really stressed out about it. Trying not to be stressed out about it, which is like not something that I've been able to do. But I've been very stressed about it. and worried. And I really didn't want to have to go on any type of medication. So when the nurse did my blood pressure, I was like, ooh, good. I was like, that's good. I was like, that's not terrible. Like, it's on its way down. I've also lost, like, I thought I only lost 12 pounds. Doctor said I thought I only lost 10 pounds. The doctor said I lost around 12 pounds. So I'm hoping to shed another 10 or 15 pounds. That will kind of get me into, like, more of a normal weight for me, I suppose. I'm extremely happy with the way that my body looks. I don't know. I feel like I had time. I already had my time when I was a teenager and young adult to not like my body. And now I look at pictures of it and I'm like, girl, why? Why? So because of that feeling, I do like my body. I'm happy with my body. And because of that, it was a little challenging to try to lose weight. I don't overeat or anything. It's hormones. My body's gone stupid on me since it decided, okay, time's up, girl. We're going to be in perimenopause. And I'm like, oh, all right, sure. So, I look at food sometimes and it's like, oh, that's going to cost you. You smelled it. That cost you a pound. But I just I started mixing things up a little bit. Like I reduced my creamer and like even having a cappuccino, I drink lactate milk or oat milk because also in old age, my lactose intolerance has kicked back up again. So lactate free milk or oat milk is better on the belly, but I've only used like a half a cup and I heat it and then I use the espresso and then I use less or about a tablespoon of the creamer. So yes, a black coffee only has 8 calories in it and this maybe has like 60, but I think it's okay. I think that if that is my treat in a day and I like it, and I don't think it'd be bad, but I only have one a day. But I just made some changes like that and it seemed to help with some weight loss. Also, I want to tell you guys, I finally inked up. This is my new Sailor pen, so this will be a reel over on Instagram as well. And I inked it up with this I think it is Sunset. This is from Sailor. So pretty, and I think it matches perfectly. I'm really excited. I wanted like a red color for Christmas, basically for December. So I've got that one, and then I did get a green that I think will look really pretty too. This one is called Yukikosa. Yukikosa. I don't know. I can't say it, but that's what it is. This is also Sailor. So I'm excited to ink up my pens for December. I love this pen. I think it's so pretty. I got it at the Sailor Pen Trunk Show at the Paper Mouse a couple weeks ago. But anyways, so I was all excited. I was like, oh, good. Oh, it's coming down. It's, it was probably helpful that I am like losing some weight. And then the doctor came in, who I've been going to her for the last decade or so. And she came in and she sat down and she's like, I want to put you on blood pressure medication. And I was like, wait, what? But it's been so good. I mean, it really wasn't, but I get it, and obviously my health is what's important. I have 2 kids and all that stuff. So me being healthy is important, but, it was hard, man. When she said that, it was like such a letdown for me because I thought for sure that originally when her and I had talked, we had talked about potentially going like 3 or 6 months, seeing if I have any lifestyle changes. And I was hoping that, losing some weight would pull it down. And I do believe that if I lose another 10, 15 pounds, I do believe that I would be closer to the normal range without medication. But she was feeling very strongly about putting me on medication and starting me off on a very low dose blood pressure medication. I can't remember what it's called. It's not I think it's Losartan or something like that. I've already taken it for 2 days now. Today's what, Monday? Yeah, so I took it Saturday and Sunday. I started on Saturday when I picked it up. My blood pressure is still, it was like 140/90. But I was upset about something that I had read on the internet. We'll talk about that later, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know. So hopefully, if I lose 10 more pounds, maybe 15, I think I'd be happy with 15. I think that would put me back into like that, good range, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, but, and also I need to quit doing the bad things like smoking. And I don't even smoke that much. So I'm like, well, all right, time to kick the bucket and say no more. So I'm going to probably set a date and hopefully not fail. I mean, I kind of figure when it comes to quitting smoking, like, you have to recognize that you might fail, you know, and like not feel bad about it. So, but I'm like, okay, overachiever, let's see if you can do this without failing. So hopefully with all of that, you know, lifestyle change, we can get there. Because I was sitting there thinking to myself, I read some of the, not side effects, but she wants me to go for a blood test after December 18th, which I actually want to put on my calendar now that we're sitting here talking about it. Because if I don't, I'll forget. She wants me to go for blood work after the 18th. So I'll probably go like on Monday. I don't have to fast or anything for it. But I'm thinking, because I think it was supposed to be like a month, and that was a month from when I was there, and I didn't fill it the day that I got it because, well, I did get it filled, but I didn't go pick it up because we were going for flu shots. So I just figured instead of going twice, because the line is out of control a lot of the time, I would just, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. So I will go around this date. I can find my marker. There it is. Not stab myself with my rulers or my knives over here. They have to check my potassium and something else. I have it written down on the order. And come to find out, my dad's actually on the same high blood pressure medication. Like he said to me on Saturday night, he's like, I can't believe I'm the father of a 44-year-old. I'm like, hey, you're the father of a daughter who has to be on high blood pressure medication. What does that tell you? He just looked at me. He was like, oh my God. But he's on the same one, and I looked it up. So I guess they check your potassium, because I guess it can raise your potassium levels. But I was also reading that, like, you know, potentially eating bananas and cherry tomatoes or just tomatoes can help raise my my potassium and help with the heart. So I don't know. I'm like, why can't I just eat like 5 bananas and a couple of bowls of cherry tomatoes? Because I actually really love gosh, if I say strawberries one more time, I actually really love cherry tomatoes. But I was reading some stuff about how, like, you know, your potassium being high can cause problems with your kidneys. It can, and then sometimes they put you on, like, you know, medication for that. And I'm like, hold the phone. I don't want to be on 12 different medications. It's bad enough I'm on this one. So I started thinking about it yesterday, and I said to myself, I'm like, you know what, self, if you just like stop doing the things that you're doing, you probably won't have to be on this stuff. So we're getting there. If you know, you know. It's not the easiest thing in the world to come to terms with, but we're coming to terms with it. All right. I don't know how I want to do this. I do like the home one. I did use it, like I said, and I kind of want to use it here. Or do I use it here because we're going home? Does that make sense? Like we're going back to Joe's. Home where the heart finds peace. I actually think I'm going to do that because I really like this, where the heart finds peace. And it was like, I was talking to my dad this morning, and like, it's crazy. Like I get all like, I'm not type A. I don't actually really know what type of personality I am, but I get very nervous with like packing and stuff. And I'm not sure why, because I've been doing this for 20 years and I've been doing it for 13 with children. So really I could just throw us all in a car and go, and we would be fine. Just clothes on our back. There's washer and dryer at my mother-in-law's house. But it's a little stressful because it's not my house, even though I'm very comfortable there. And it's just a lot. It's easier with the kids being older, obviously. But I do feel at peace when I'm there. Like, aside from just me rushing around and trying to get some things done, like, I feel comfortable and it's nice, especially now that the kids are older. But that makes sense. Where the heart finds peace. I like that. All right. This is so pretty. All right, and we're done. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I want this to look. So now that we've talked about the blood pressure. I keep wanting to say migraine medication because it's only the ever kind of medication I've ever been on. But I need to remember to take it. And they told me just make sure I take it the same time every night, like be consistent with it. So I take my supplements. I like my vitamins, which I don't have any more airborne. But I take them like after dinner around 7 o'clock. So I think I'm just going to put a little pill bottle here. And then this way, when I check in, because usually the way my nights usually go, we have dinner. Some nights I take a shower before dinner, but most nights it's after dinner. And then while Joe is showering or the kids or whatever, I kind of sit in my journal or I sit at my desk for a bit after I take my supplements. So I'm just nervous that I'll forget while I'm at my in-laws, because like, you know, not my house, my schedule's different kind of thing, but we're going to put an alarm on my phone also, so I don't forget while I'm away. Like I said Joe the other night, I was like, I feel like, I don't know, it's like pressure. I had to do the same thing for years ago when I was on Topamax for my migraines. That's why I keep trying to say my migraine medication. It's not, it's blood pressure. It's new to me. But I feel like it's that again. And once I get in the habit of it, I won't need reminders and stuff. And it's such a low dose. She also told me that if it doesn't agree with me for any reason, I can stop. I like to talk to her, but I can just stop taking it. Like, it's not like if I miss something, bad things will happen. So, all right, I've got that in there. Need to make sure I have my important, my goals, and then my trackers. I am going to game. I have I'm making a pact with myself to game while I'm away. So let's do this because we're going to be away these days here. So I want to do it at the top. We're going to leave on Wednesday, but I think we can let's do it here like that. And let's do it. I'm like looking at all the colors that are in these, and I think green would be good. There's green in it, like in the stickers, but I think it'll look, there's not a lot of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Goodness. So this weekend, I think it was Friday, Spencer came home from school and she suddenly told me that she was at the nurse's office earlier that day. And I'm like, oh, why? And she's like, well, my throat's been kind of bothering me a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And I know she had mentioned it the other day, but like the heat's been turning on in my house and she's got one of those loft beds. So I just kind of chalked it up to her being up higher and the heat rises and like, you know, it's dry and dusty and all that good stuff. But I guess she went to the nurse's office and the nurse checked out her throat. It wasn't red or anything, but her tonsils were swollen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, with this kid and her tonsils. So Friday night, no fever, no nothing. But Saturday, was it Saturday? No, I guess it was Friday night. She started getting she was very stuffy. Feeling fine, just really stuffy. But then when she woke up Saturday morning, she was fine. She, you know, usually Spencer's my sensitive child, and she gets sick a lot. She doesn't, we give her multivitamins and stuff, but like, she's just like a free spirit. So she's always up in everyone's business. She's getting better with it. She got mad at her friend because her friend took a sip of her drink and she was not happy with that. And then she was sick a couple of days later. So that made it worse. But she's becoming more aware of that. And like this poor kid, she's always sick, like on her birthday, on Christmas, on like any holiday, this kid's sick. And truly taking after Joe and I, because I was always sick when I was younger. I just want to pause for a second. I've been liking this, but I think we're just going to do what we normally do, like how I plan here, where I just write it all out. I think I'm going to do that for this particular spread. But yeah, so she got up Saturday morning, no fever, feeling okay, but I checked her throat again and I was like, girl, what is that? I saw this like white thing on the back of her tongue and I'm like, do you feel that? And she's like, no. So I was kind of questioning whether or not, I want to do it this way. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do I think I'm just going to highlight it. like marking in what I need to get done because, oh, I don't want to use that one. I have a ton of stuff to do in preparation for my trip. Stuff for Erin, Planning Life with Erin, and then I have packing and things like that I have to do. So I think I want to add a larger box. I think we're gonna block out this whole thing for my to-dos. I think that makes sense. So I wanted to make sure she didn't have like strep or anything like that. So like, what's in the back of her throat? And then that in combination with the nurse saying that her tonsils looked a little swollen, I was like, well. So I took her with no strep, no nothing. She's fine. She doesn't have strep. She doesn't have the flu, no COVID, no nothing. We did the rapid test and they sent it overnight to the lab for the strep test. And that was really what I wanted to make sure she didn't have, because her throat looked a little weird. But the doctor did say, I didn't go all the way down. Sorry. The doctor did say that her tonsils looked a little swollen. So it might be like just irritation from allergies, or it could be a little virus. And then my throat, I burned myself on coffee on Saturday night because I'm awesome. And I made a coffee and I knew that I just brewed this coffee, except me over here thought that maybe, I'm gonna use this little clip. I love the way the little clip looks, and we're gonna put it right on there. I had just brewed the coffee and I'm like, let me taste it. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be cool enough to take a giant swig out of. So I did that and I burned my mouth. And then yesterday, like my sinuses, like the back of my throat were kind of like bothering me a little bit. So I don't know if I've got this little bug, because again, she felt fine. She felt fantastic. But I'm not sure if like I burned myself. I kind of have this idea to outline this. I don't know. Could be a bad idea, but we're going to try it. So hopefully I'm not getting sick. I feel fine. But like my sinuses are not, like the back of my throat is kind of bothering me a little bit. Nothing crazy. So, okay. I'm like, nope, I am not sick. I'm not traveling sick. I'm not going to get sick while traveling. No and no. Because that usually is what happens. We haven't been to PA for Thanksgiving. I think Weston said 7 years. And typically I get sick whenever we go because we've been going for many years. All right, let's see. I want to use, is there like a girl that's kind of low? Yes, I like that. All right, we're going to use her. There is no real rhyme or reason or real theme, I guess, to this plan with me. It's just making the planner look pretty this week because this girlfriend has a lot of things to do. That looks good. I like that. All right. So I've got some Planning Life with Erin stuff to do. And I'm actually going to mark it in here for tomorrow as well. I have a bunch of things. It's like, I just want to get the things filmed. So this way I can be free to edit and stuff on the way. I kind of want to do like her. Can I do her like right here? I like that. Does she need to be standing on anything? I don't have any. This one has the one with the trips. Let's see. Did we already go past that? Yeah, it's this one. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. Since we're going to be driving, although we didn't do any blue. No, I like the other one. She's cute. She looks like she's standing there drinking some, maybe she's brushing her teeth because it looks like there's a mirror there with some like medications. So I feel like she has like slippers on and maybe she's just hanging out, getting ready for her day. That's what we're going to say she's doing. And we can pop her in. Ooh. I want to bring her up here. There's like a line, like where the counter is. Make sure we don't have any bubbles. Oh, don't rip the paper, Erin. There we go. Oh, that's cute. And she fits right there in the column. I like that. Okay, so far so good. I do want to have some journaling time later today. And tomorrow, I had said to Joe, I was like, maybe we won't do, there's no after school things this week because it's a short week, like I said, for school. But I was like, maybe we will skip karate this week. And then Joe's like, no. Weston wants to go to the class because I guess they're going to do like a stripe test. I'm like, oh, fine. So the class is at 6. But I'm going to put it down. I believe it's at 6. I don't think he's going to do, usually he teaches. He helps the teacher on Tuesdays for National Honor Junior Society. Actually, speaking of, I need to make sure I follow up with him because he needs to find out when he needs to write that essay. But I don't think he's going to teach. I think he's just going to go to the class. And I was just kind of looking at Joe, and he was like, I can take him if you want me to, because I go into like, I have to pack everything mode. All right, let's do karate. And that is the 6 p.m. class. 6 p.m. class. I believe Joe said it was a belt test. All right. So it's like the only thing that we really have going on. Later today, I want to make sure I make some time to just catch up with some of my journals and just have some downtime for myself. I was just talking, I had my Patreon. I like these. These are like little planners. We had our Patreon Zoom on Friday, and it was so fun. I have so much fun with those girls. And most of my Patreons have been around since last September. So like we've like forged some friendships, and I just think it's so great to have this community and all that. But I was like, oh my word. I was like, I have not been in my planner. Like this is transparency. Like I try to keep it real here on this channel. So if you're looking for like lies, don't look at this channel. But I haven't been journaling in 2 weeks in my Hobonichi Cousin. I've been journaling in like my prompts and my gratitude and then my personal journal. But I haven't been in here, and I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably back plan a little bit, not back plan, but back journal a few things, like just major things, but like I've got so many rolls of washi going on here. Just the major things that happens, but not every little thing. But life happens, life definitely happens. And I'd rather live life than like, take the time to journal and do all that. She's pretty too. I love that. The grace on it. And I also, travel diary. Ooh, can I put that there? But then I won't be able to put the weather. And maybe I'll put it down here. I like that. Can I do that? Yes. Let's do that. I think it looks good. Like I said before, I haven't put much blue in this. It's hard not to use that really pretty blue that I've been liking, but I think this will kind of add to it. Make sure we put it down in the right spot. That's cute. Ooh, I like that. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to take some time to journal later tonight and like just catch up with a few different things. Nothing crazy, but we did have a couple of things happen that I do want to document. But it happens. And I know I've had that question asked to me several times. I like this here, maybe. My travel diary is my passport to relive every adventure one page at a time. Oh, I like that. We're going to be traveling. So let's just kind of like offset it. And then I'll add some stuff around that. She's cute too. I like that. Guys, I love these. I'm like, can I use them all? I'm going to put this down here. And it's a little crooked. Hopefully I don't pull up the paper. Let's try that again. But yeah, I had a lot of people ask, what do you do when you haven't been in your planner or your journal? Like, how do you pick it back up again? I just pick it up. I decide like the things that I've done, like what is something that I want to document. versus, you know, what can just be like a blank page, because I've been very busy and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you want to put like these pumpkins down for Thanksgiving? I like that. So let's do these pumpkins. I'm going to leave a little bit of space here and there for just some different things that I might want to add in. Because if I don't have a chance to journal, which I should while I'm there, because I definitely take that time to just have like downtime to myself, because it's like visiting 24 hours a day. So it's just nice to be able to take some time and take a break. So I tend to get some journaling in. That's what I do. Where was that other one that I was looking at? This one. I like this one. And I think she fits in there quite nicely. So let's do that. But yeah, it's been busy and I'm okay with that. I've been busy, work busy, and I've been busy, kid busy, and all that stuff. And I like busy, but that's why I haven't had a chance to journal as much as I want. And that's okay for me, because like I said, when I look at my blank pages, I'm like, oh, I was busy. I was doing things. And that's like important to me, to also be busy and doing things. All right. I do want to do a happy moments down here for the kids. How do I want to add it in? Do I have, maybe we'll put in, I'm looking at like all these stickers in front of me and I'm trying to figure out, I'll figure it out. Let's put it in here. Let's bring this one in. There's a lot of this color going on. So let's do the brown. But I did it last week where I did happy moments, I believe. And I used Coffee Monster Co. If I can turn the page, it'd be lovely. Like that. So we'll do something like that here. And then I have to create a little list. So we're coming home on Saturday, just so it's not hit the ground running, like get in on Sunday night and then hit the ground running because it's Monday. I totally did not do that straight, and that's all right. Maybe we can adjust. So I'll have to hit the ground running on Sunday. I'm going to see if I can fix this without causing too much trouble. That's all right. Oh, use the straight edge, Erin. So I have trouble using straight edges, apparently. A lot of the problem that I'm finding with this is that it's bumpy, or it's just not, like, it's not flat. But that's okay. It's the user. All right, I'm going to highlight this so I can write in happy moments at the top. And I'm wanting to cover that, but I think we're going to be okay with it. We're just going to be all right with it. All right, let's see. So many stickers in front of me right now. Let me see if I can just have a nice day. Oh, these are so pretty. Maybe I could put something there like that. Try to cover up. I don't need a ton of space for my happy moments. Let's do, oh, I like that coffee mug though. Maybe we'll add that in somewhere. All right, so let's see. I haven't even, it's like, I feel like I've looked at this roll several times, right? But I feel like every time I look at it, I find a different sticker that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Paper. Let's do this one. I don't know if there's much on here that I want to use. I like those headphones. These books are cute too. But I do think I like these better. So let's use those. If I can see it, there we go. And I think that'll kind of cover up my whoops also, or at least make it a little bit better. Yeah, all right, I like that. And we'll write in happy moment here. All right, so I have a to-do. Ooh, this looks so good. I like how this looks. I'm like trying to plan a little bit differently, because like usually like when I plan, if you do around here, I like make lists of what I need to do. But I kind of like the idea of I don't know, putting stickers and then like writing around them and like making it more of like, not memory planning, because I do use this functionally, but sort of memory planning. I don't know how to describe it. I'm having trouble with my words today. Let's do habits, goals, and then cozy hobbies. And important. I need to actually remember I have to make a phone call today to my neurologist. Okay, and then this is going to be Planning Life with Erin stuff. I do like, where did I see? I like this washi. I think that's kind of cute. Kind of want to do that here. I'm gonna. It's like hands opening washi, and since we're filming this, we're using washi from the Washi Tape Shop, I think that's fitting. Maybe we can just kind of fit it in like, oop, like that. That's cute. I like that. And then we can use these rolls. Are these together or are they separate? Let's see. Oh, it's two of them. And then this is one. And we'll kind of like put these down. Oops. And I can write around that. Oh, I like that. That's cute. And for this Planning Life with Erin, let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there's any other. I said, can I use these? So I don't have, like, I hate having like empty spots on my washi rolls. I don't know. I'm weird. Markets. I'm going to put that in here actually, because I'm probably going to need to run to the market just to get a couple of things when we get home. So let's use that, and let's do this color here and put in market. Perfect. Oh, I like that. Okay, what else? I did like that coffee mug, but where was it? Was it on this one? I think it was on the other one. They're like becoming one sheet right now. That's pretty. Okay. It's becoming one big long roll of washi, and they're all bleeding together. These are stunning though. I think they're beautiful, and they feel so nice on the Tomo River paper. They're very lightweight, so I do appreciate that. This is cute. All right, I'm trying to get this out of the way and roll it up so it's not driving me bananas over here. Okay. I do want to write in a couple things here. So let's do travel day. Let's do PA. PA trip. And then Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. So for my goals, I want to finish my audiobook. I started another one. Oh, I know what I need to write in, actually, speaking of books. So I started another one. I'm hoping to finish it while I'm away. And then that'd be nice, because that'll be 3 books for November. I was hoping to do 4 again like I did in October, but that didn't happen, and that's all right. Let's see, low spend. And I'm going to put blood pressure meds. My goal is to make sure I take them. All right. Right, I have to put something here. We have our book club meeting here. Oh, I forget what time it is. But it's later in the day. And like I said, I will be home. I want to see if there's any books here that I can use. The library. There's a pile of books there. Where was that smaller pile of books? I can't remember if it's on this one. Oh, I see them. I see something anyways that we're going to use. So I should be back. I should be available for the book club. I'm actually really looking forward to it because the book that we read was so good. Like, so good. Too Old for This, it was called. I really enjoyed it. I will say the first like 10 minutes of the book, I'm like, whoa, Like, totally threw me off. Was not expecting that. But it's very good. I'm going to put this in, like, right here. Because it's sometime around there. And then we'll just put in... I was thinking we were coming home on Sunday, so at first I was sad. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be there. And I'm like, the heck with it. I'll just call from the car. But we're coming home on Saturday, so that's good. All right. This is looking pretty good so far. I'm going to put some pen to paper. Like we'll do a little bit of today. I'm going to roll this up, though. I really love how this is coming out. And then as I add, I'm probably going to take these with me. Oh, they're just so pretty. I'm really excited to use them on my daily pages. I know a lot of people struggle with daily pages in here. I tend to not. I like to journal. I've noticed that. Like, I'm a planner. Need to have, like, all my ducks in a row. But I do like journaling. I've always been a journaler. I've always had a diary and all that stuff. So I like having multiple journals at the moment. It's, like, my favorite thing. But I know a lot of people struggle with filling these daily pages in the Hobonichi Cousin. And I think, like, adding stickers helps a lot. Like, you can add bigger stickers and then you have less space to write, or you can write and then add, or like add the stickers in and then write around the stickers. I don't know. It's just a way to fill out the page. All right. First things first, I need to call my neurologist. It's about the new medication she started me on. I want to talk with her about it. And, let me see if I have a chance before we go. Weston's clarinet needs to be cleaned and tuned. So if we have time, I might be able to drop it off. Maybe today. I'm not sure, though. I had mentioned it to Joe, maybe dropping it off and him picking it up, because they don't open until like 12 o'clock. I'm like, man, like, can't they be open as soon as they drop the kids off? Like, even 9 o'clock would be fine. 10 o'clock? But I think that if I drop it off today or tomorrow, Joe will be able to pick it up on his way home from work. So that works. So I'll put that in there if we have the time. My to-dos are, oh, I don't want to forget. Okay, so I have to take a ham steak with me to PA. I have like a frozen ham steak. I have a few of them. I get them. Spencer loves ham. She does not eat turkey. So I don't want to be standing there making a grilled cheese. So I asked my mother-in-law, I'm like, I'm going to take a ham steak with me. Can I put it in the oven on Thanksgiving? And she's like, yeah, because she's not making the turkey. My sister-in-law is, and she's bringing it over. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I don't want to forget that. Oh, let's see. Today is sunny. Right now, anyways. Sunny. And I think it's going to be 51. And I was up a couple of times today, actually. Spencer had me up at 4 o'clock. She was like calling for me, and then I got out of bed around 5:30. All right, so let's see. I did my water this morning. I stretched. Did a little bit of journaling. Breakfast. Drop off. And I did check my blood pressure. I was talking to my neighbor and I'm like, so when does the medicine start to work? I mean, granted, I was checking my comments and whatnot. I got a notification on YouTube here this morning. Someone left like not a nice comment about my setup video, which, rude. But hey, you know what? We have free choice. So if you don't want to watch my videos, you can just move on. Like, don't feel compelled to say something. And I'm sorry, it wasn't everything you expected it to be. But around here, we have very chatty videos because I like to talk. And I hope that if you're here, you enjoy the chatty videos. I am setting up planners, and right now my planners and journal setups are me designing my covers and letting you know and hopefully giving you some inspiration on what I'm using them for. So yeah, so if you're looking for that, this is the right channel. If you're looking for planners, chatty planning with me's, stickers, unboxings, and all that good stuff, this is definitely the channel for you. I hope you will join us here. Hit subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on anything. I did remember to take it. I was documenting it down here. I kind of stopped. I started and I stopped. So I'm hoping to just kind of take it. I mean, like, she wants me to check it because we need to see where it's at and how long it takes for the medicine. I'm only on a very low dose, so I'm gonna have to up it. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. I have my medication marked in here, and then I'm just gonna kind of like check it off that I know that I took it. So far so good. I've remembered. So I think it'll be okay. It's like right in the forefront of my brain, so I can't see myself forgetting it, because if you've been around, you know I've been a little stressed about it. So definitely will remember that, hopefully. I have a bunch of to-dos and things that I have to remember, but I will fill that in later. And like I said, like this page is probably going to be a little bit more journaly, maybe, or like just like writing in some things, like maybe, you know, the rest stops we stopped at, because we stop at like different ones. Weston likes to track them. Like, he likes to write down which ones we've stayed at, like which ones we stopped at, or how many there are, that kind of thing. So maybe I will copy him and I will do the same thing and do something like that on Wednesday as we're driving, and then write in like what we had for Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that. So I don't know. Stay tuned if you're curious to see like any of the after the pens. I know if you're here for the Plan With Me's, it's like you've already seen me decorate and stuff like that, but I know a lot of you like to see the after the pen. So definitely hit that bell notification, because we do a month flip through. So I will do a November flip through. It'll probably be up sometime next week, since we're rapidly speeding into December. But if you're curious about the after the pen, definitely hit that bell notification and subscribe to the channel. And I think that's going to do it for me. I want to wish everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving a happy day. Even if you don't like celebrate Thanksgiving, I mean, like, we say it's Thanksgiving, but it's just about spending time with our family. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope you eat and you're merry and you're safe and you have some nice time with your family, friends, and all the things that bring you joy. So, okay, guys, that's going to do it. If you have made it this far into the video, thank you so very much for being here with me. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me. I know we're all busy, so thank you very, very much. It's very much appreciated. And until I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.